So we just finished Thursday Night Live, and I had Tina and Alex in the house with me. Literally, it is almost midnight. We were talking and chatting and kind of just going over several of the questions that they had, kind of getting more information because they are advanced students. They are almost like requiring me to teach them more and more and more. So one of the things we were talking about, and I really wanted to reiterate, not only for themselves, but for you as well. So what I want you to understand is when there is something in your life that's out of balance, something that's not working, there's an obstacle, there's an issue, there's a problem, there is an aspect of you that is having that same problem. Like you are your world, and your world is a reflection of you and different aspects of you. And this can come in many different areas, but usually 99.9% of the time, that issue is a planetary issue. So if you are having planetary issues, you are going to right now, because we've got Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, and Mercury in retrograde, in some form of fashion of retrograde. So pre-shadow, full retrograde, coming out of energy. So those planets are going to be pushing energy at you to show you where there's a mistake or where there's an issue. And it doesn't mean that you've done something wrong. It isn't showing you like you could have done this better, or you've gave us the wrong answer. So now we need to go back there and rethink it. So it's showing you where there's an issue or a problem, so you can go back and refix or redo this again. That's the part of the retrograde. So that's the really important part. So if you are having problems with, like, Pluto is all about things that you don't want to come back up, because it's the god of the underworld. Pluto's the god of the underworld. So anything that you're kind of like, I thought I outgrew that, I thought I got past that, I got all of these things, or things that you're kind of like, I wish they disappear. Those are the kind of things that come up with Pluto. Neptune is kind of like our dream world. Where do we want to go into fantasy land? Where do we want to kind of like not be in reality? Or we're so in reality, it's kind of like we're dreaming about our dream life. That's where Neptune comes in. And also your psychic abilities. Any problems with your psychic abilities usually has a connection to Neptune. Saturn is our planet of structure and infrastructure. So if you're having like a basic issue problem, the basics of a relationship are bad or not balanced, that's when you're going to have an issue. If your relationships at work are out of balance, the foundation of them, or how you met, or how you got on the same plane is off, that's when you're going to have a problem with Saturn in an issue. Uranus is all about our freedom and how do we want to live free, and how do we want our energy to move and change and modify and all those kind of things. So if you're having a problem where someone is making you feel like you can't do something, or you can't be independent thinking or free thinking, that's where Uranus is going to come into that. Jupiter is our planet of luck, abundance, and growth. If you're having issues with luck, abundance, or growth, go look at Jupiter and what are the aspects of Jupiter that are coming up in you. Communication is all about, Mercury is all about communication and how you think about things, because how you think about things are how you're going to speak about things. So if you're having problems like getting tongue-tied or not thinking right or other issues, that's where Mercury is going to show you where things are wrong, so you can go back and fix it. It's kind of like your teacher is circling something or Xing something like you got this problem wrong. It's not a bad thing. What it's doing is showing you where there's problems, so you can go back and fix it. It's not of like you're a bad person. You're having an issue with something that you learned wrong or did wrong or didn't learn correctly, and so it's kind of showing you like this is where you need to fix it. This is where you need to change things, or you change your thinking. So once you figure out what planet is causing it, then go in research of that planet and finding that energy like, oh, it's this problem or that problem, and let me think about where that problem is in my life and all the aspects. And I'm going to work through these, and I'm going to take the energy of this planet and put that in there. Put that into the problem every time. And that's going to find you a solution to it. And then the next time this comes along, like that energy is going to pass through you from that planet. You're going to be like, whatever. If it stops again, and you're kind of like, wait, I already fixed this. It's showing you a different energy that there's a problem or blockage or an obstacle in. So you may have planets that keep coming up for you, and that just means that you have more obstacles. You have more things to clear out. It's okay. Everybody has stuff to clear out. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here on Earth. So clear out the next one, clear out the next one, clear out the next one. And as you do that, your energy is going to rise and rise and rise and rise. And you're going to be past a lot of this crazy energy. And that is the best part of being on earth, is to learn how to fix problems, solve problems, and keep moving forward. I thank y'all so much for joining me tonight, and I'm so thankful that you joined me for my Thursday Night Live. I so enjoyed this, and I want you to know that you are blessed beyond belief, and that these planets are in this alignment to help you. Isn't that amazing?